So we're here to talk about the movie Cold Pursuit 2019, or in what could be called as Cold Pursuit of Happiness. Um, I thought you found that funny. Um, this stars Liam Neeson, you know, the typecasted king of "I will find you and kill you," brutally, mercilessly,
Without remorse or hesitation.
and pure satisfaction. In Liam, we trust.
It was a damn good movie.
Awesome. Okay, so this movie is about a guy who's got a son that he doesn't know too much about, although the son is always around him. And find that his son has gotten into some dirty shit and got killed, and now he has to go out and kill people in terms of vengeance. So,
But he didn't get any dirty shit. He was just the victim of circumstance.
yep.
The other guy that he was working with was in the dirty shit. And the quote unquote killer kind of had a slash and burn kind of way of doing things.
He was the opposite of Vito Corleone. The absolute opposite of Vito Corleone. That's if you've watched the Godfather series. Not everyone has, and it's not a must. You know, it's just really good to see and learn a lot of life lessons.
So therefore, it's a must.
Just throwing it out there. You know, people are like, you haven't seen it? Oh my God, like you haven't seen this movie? It's the best movie of all time. And then there you go.
Now, arguably, it is. Okay, I can kind of see that. You ain't got to downplay, make somebody feel bad about it, but you could be like, you haven't seen it, you really should sit down and watch it. That's all you got to say. You got to be like, I can't believe you sucked. No, and it's not like, Iron Man. It's way different. If you don't see Iron Man, you'll live. You don't see Godfather, but you'll miss out on so many jokes and lessons.
I noticed that jokes came first. Now, this movie is look, listen, y'all. This movie straight up is a great lesson in politics and others, because this movie would have done a lot better if it got the black vote.
Yeah.
Black people was loving some Liam Neeson. And I'm gonna tell you that. It's some true shit. Alright. And so how much did this movie cost to make, and how much did it make?
It cost $60 million to make, and it brought in $76.3 million.
So if the movie isn't gonna triple what it did, then it hasn't really done much of anything.
Yeah.
And it couldn't even pull off double. It just got over budget. So basically, people kind of, it's basically if you become a professional wrestler and you come home with $15, that's kind of what this movie did. Whereas if this was 40 years ago, you might have come home with $500 or $600 every single night.
And see, it's actually pretty classic. So Liam Neeson made a valid comparison while being interviewed in regards to the opening of this movie, when he was trying to describe his character's raw rage and anger. He related to his own situation, and people blew up because someone he knew got raped by a black person. He was incensed and walking around with a weapon for a week, just wishing to get into it with any black person so he could kill him because he was angry. But he pulled himself out of it, and he was ashamed of his behavior. Nobody focused on that part.
Oh no, they just focused on he was upset and he hated all black people. It's kind of like when you pull out one thing and then someone says that you've done it to everything. If you spill a little water on the floor, you done got the whole floor wet. It's like, really? Look at this trash all over the place. It's 4 pieces of paper right here on the floor.
And what his story tells me, that if it had been a white dude, she said, do it, he would have been walking around waiting for any white dude to come at him.
Yep. He might have stabbed the mirror. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
But he wasn't boasting about it. He wasn't condoning it. He was using it as a comparison and then explaining how that wasn't the right thing to do. But nevertheless,
And he didn't do it for the movie or for money. No, he was in general. That just wasn't cool.
and this was years ago. This happened years ago in his youth. The man is close to 70.
Oh, really? This happened way ages ago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought. See, he was talking about it like it was like recent. That's how it was contextualized.
Yeah, they contextualized wrong, and because of this, the movie didn't do well.
Black people didn't go see their favorite person.
It's just like when
And white people that don't like racists did not go see their favorite person.
what is that Eddie Murphy movie? Metro. When Metro came out.
Woo!
Right
Metro was a damn good movie.
Damn good movie, but right before Metro came out, Eddie Murphy got caught with a transvestite prostitute. So you know that movie was done. Nobody went to go see that movie. It was a damn shame because it was good as hell. So yeah.
Yep. I wish people could treat our president and our Congress like they do these movie theaters.
And these movie stars.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna vote for you, and I ain't gonna see you because you said some racist shit. Wow.
No, they don't do that shit.
Nope. They only do that shit to people that don't have power.
That don't have any power.
But if Liam come out and said, you know, just broke out and said, I don't like black people. They make me sick. I told you they make me sick. Then, you know, the Nazis and stuff would be like, yeah, so he would definitely have a third of this country. You got the 2/3, it's like, motherfucker. Which is why you don't get much money on your movies when they misquote you and don't say, oh, wow, so what happened 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago? Oh, 40 years ago, this situation happened, and I felt this way. And it wasn't long after that, I felt like, what the fuck? You know, but that was like 30, 40 years ago. You know, but I thought about that and channeled that into my movies. You know, people like, wait a minute, he thought what at one point? Oh man, that just all, fuck that. You know. Now, granted, this is a movie review and it's been about 7 minutes. And yet, got to let y'all know when this is part of the review because it's important. Why this movie didn't do well? Because motherfuckers, one, didn't listen, and two, motherfuckers misquoted his shit. That's what happened. And it was very well timed for this movie going on what's in this movie, which is basically minority friendly. And Hollywood was like, look, we're gonna fuck everybody up in this movie.
Yeah, everybody died.
Everybody dies. Everybody dies, Claw. Everybody was a Sidra novel.
Everybody does not die in my novels.
No, just the ones that matter.
No, that's not true either.
That's just fucked up. Ain't nobody forgiving you. Everybody that read your book was like, what the fuck? This one dude. You can't let one dude live. Hollywood woman. Company man.
If that was the case, I'd have some damn money, wouldn't I? Shit. I'd have some fucking money. I ain't got shit.
This movie was about what? I gotta get the lint away.
Okay, I wonder what was going on down there.
Put the lint. This movie showcased basically you got whites, you've got a couple of same-sex whites, you got Native Americans, you've got Indians.
One Indian. He was just one.
There was the only one?
Yeah.
I thought he had I thought there was somebody else. Okay, one Indian. You got an Indian. Okay.
Like an actual Indian from India.
You got a Scotsman. You've got I think she was Chinese.
It didn't sound like Chinese, but she was Asian of some sort.
She was some kind of Asian or Asian Islander.
I forgot about her. And
she was full of venom. Mm-hmm. I mean, some serious fucking venom, man. I mean, wow. What the fuck? You know? You got mobsters. You got gangsters. You got thugs. And it don't matter if it's a suit or not. A thug is a thug.
And you got snowplow drivers.
You got snowplow drivers. You got two types of police officers.
Yeah.
All right. You've got all the politics in the current climate in there, except for climate change. Mm-hmm. And you got a dead parasailer. There's a lot.
A lot that goes on.
You got a very smart, kidnapped kid that turns out to be a very suck ass hostage.
Yes.
And you've got a kidnapper who's a terrible kidnapper. He fails at the kidnapping. Mm-hmm. All right. You've got broken treaties over shit that didn't happen in the first place. Mm-hmm. This movie,
you got mobsters that don't do any research or ask any questions. They just do shit and then have to backpedal.
You got people killing people, saying they're dishonest and disloyal, and then being dishonest themselves and killing them, so they Donald Trump the shit out of everyone. This movie has it all. I forgot, and we got a black dude in there.
Yeah.
Now they made sure that one black dude was flown in to get killed. They had to kill a black dude.
But he was stupid. He was greedy. That's why he got killed.
He was greedy. And, it was a side hustle. It makes sense.
But you can't just...
I get it. I didn't get it at first. Just as I paused, I get why he got killed.
Yeah.
I get why he killed him. Mm-hmm. It's like, you don't have any loyalty or honor. You did a job for me, and doing that job for me, you took a job to kill me.
No. He took a job to kill him, but then he went to him to give him information about the one who's trying to kill him.
No, because he said at the end, I'm honoring, because he said, why did you honor him? And he said, because I'm honoring this one. So it sounded like that was a previous engagement.
No, meaning I just came here and just made this deal. It was bitch ass. It was a fucked up thing to do. Why didn't you honor that deal? Because I'm honoring this one. Like, what? You just walked in here.
Okay, so see, let me tell y'all something. I don't do good on subtlety. I've never done good. I hate subtlety. I hate that shit. All right? I've always hated that shit. And I can only conflate that with what I've seen growing up, which is that woman shit. Talking in this weird ass code shit. Well, you know who he is. When somebody say, well, somebody's obviously crazy because they did such and such. What? Just say who the fuck it is. Well, I ain't gonna say who it is, but we all know who we talking about, and everyone else in the room. Mm-hmm. And I always assume that maybe a third of them only know what the fuck is really going on.
Possibly.
Because with so much pronoun, it gets lost. It has to. It has to.
When you and your friends were chilling when you were young, y'all didn't have...
Why are you shaking your head like I don't agree with you?
I'm not trying to get you to agree with me, but it seemed like something... Okay, y'all didn't have nicknames for people that y'all would use. Y'all could have discussions about folks and others not know who you're talking about.
2. But that was so we could talk about the motherfucker in their face.
It's about the same thing.
Yes. Oh, I'm not disagreeing. Problem is, we did not do that shit with everything. It had to be at a clutch moment. Literally, the motherfucker that walked in with a gun, and we got to make sure the deal goes down without this trigger happy fucker losing his mind. Not somebody walked in and we just all of a sudden feel ashamed or just got to keep the secret for some dumbass reason. That's the difference. It was just like it was me, Kente, Indris talking about Gabriel. No one had code except Kente. He was the only one with a code. And he was like, Hindu, and put his finger right there talking about the herpes spot. That was it. That was it. And we're like, yeah. And we would either laugh or just kind of shake our head with a subtle smile. That was it. It wasn't, you know who is doing such, and you know who is, and it's like, which you know who he's talking about? Because that's exactly what would happen.
Okay, you know who's, that's stupid.
That's what I started off with.
I know. I was equating it to.
If you got a code like, hey, blue balls over there. Hey, when blue balls get here, then you come here, hey, Rick, what's up? Yep. And then somebody got to be that dick and be like, hey, man, did you see the blue balls over there? And everyone like, what? The blue Christmas balls. And it's like, yeah. And then the one that said it got that smirk like, I know, right? Yeah, stuff like that. I get certain things like that. But the whole deal that he was setting out, that fucked me up because I'm like, what? When? And, I'm big on honor. I'm big on loyalty. I'm big on integrity and someone keeping their word. So, I just, when I don't understand stuff, I take it literally. And this movie, you can take a lot of things literally and figuratively, and it comes across as very well. People, this right here has the chance to become another Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction was hated grossly in the beginning. Nobody wanted to see it. Nobody wanted to see John Travolta in another movie dancing. Nobody wanted to see Samuel L. Jackson yelling, and everybody else like, who the fuck is anyone else? And Quentin Tarantino is a goddamn racist. So nobody wanted to see that fucking movie. That's how it was when it was released. It was yes, that's how, no one wanted to see it. 3 months after it's done been out and it slowly started to go away in theaters, people was like, have you seen Pulp Fiction? And it just blew up, and then it got back into more theaters, and everyone had to go see it. Then they was like, it's got to come on TV or whatnot. HBO and them picked that shit up quick, and then it got to VHS just as quick. Then over to DVD, and it blew the fuck up. And then it went away, only to be kept in a group of roughly about maybe 20 million people. Mm-hmm. And those 20 million people is like, have you seen this shit? So I think Cold Pursuit is going to end up being like a Pulp Fiction. And you're only going to see it at niche groups.
It's a cult classic.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen. I can't really spoil this movie. We really actually told everything about it.
Just not the full story. You know, what happens when, where, why, how, all that stuff. No.
Yeah, the movie is it's worth seeing. I never thought somebody going to sleep would be so fucking funny. Yeah, it's that, and that's near the end with the parasailer. And look. The line was, and this is a famous last words: "We were born to fly, white boy." And he didn't know how to get down. He didn't know how.
So he just kept flying.
Just keep flying, just keep flying, flying, just keep flying. That's what he did. And there's a body count, kind of.
Yeah.
They go with the names. And you get to the point where you ask, why? Why? And then you have to learn that this what's his name, Victor? Viking. Yeah, you learn Viking is not bright. He's not bright. And then you learn the heartache. Same-sex couple. They were cute. And it only takes that one idiotic death to turn somebody. And that's when you see the brilliance, because you don't see it. That's the biggest subtlety in the whole movie. The turn. You don't see it, but then you see that one, 6-second scene?
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa. But it was something that I called, only because it would just make sense. It's like, there's some things you can't
let go.
You can't let go. Especially if you have to hide it. Look, this is about 20 minutes. This is long. We basically, in truth, barely talked about the movie, but
just see it.
Yeah, you do need to see it.
You'll enjoy it.
It's a good movie. It's worth a lot of lessons. The boy, the young son, the white boy, love him. Fucking love them. What was Liam's character's name?
Coxman.
That's it, Coxman.
He had a first name, but I don't know what it is.
His wife, I get it, but fuck her. She did wrong. But at least she didn't cheat on him. God damn it! At least she
made the classic mistake that happens when parents lose a child.
Yep. She made. I get it.
Yeah.
And he found himself a mission. You know, part of me is like, you seen this motherfucker's movies, you know what he gonna do. But I'll give one thing for the relationship. You know, when it goes downhill, when the dude says, "Aren't you gonna ask where I've been?" Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting here like, she don't give a shit no more. It's over. You know. And at some point, she's gonna come out of this haze, and she's gonna be like, "I got rid of a good man." You know, like she was past her prime. She could have had another kid. It's questionable.
It's very questionable.
It's questionable. Look, woman got pregnant at, what, 70, 72?
That's true, but do you want to?
No, but I'm saying she did, so it's not like it's impossible.
Yeah.
You know, you can't replace that son, but if it's a hole in your heart and you just wish you had the kid, try again. Dust that shit off and try again. Just throwing it out there, you know? You know, easier said than done, and I ain't trying to be cold and callous. I'm just like, what will it take for you to, you know? I mean, you lose your son, I still have those what if thoughts. You know, when our kid almost got hit by the bus, you know, she almost got hit because of a fucking dipshit asshole protected by the county. That's the shit that bugs me. And part of me can't get over it. And then lucky I'm stuck at home because I would be out doing some shit. So, because that hit in that one area I can't forgive. I can't. So, y'all just be happy I got IBS. Y'all happy? Be motherfucking happy. Be very fucking happy. Cause I'll put it like this: if a motherfucker ain't gonna be dead, some motherfucker's gonna be out of business. One of those that got to happen. And everyone protects their own. And protect their own means, oh, you did bad, but fuck you, and we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. That's the balls truth of it. And that's why we engross ourselves in movies like this. Because when we can't get what we want, we watch somebody do what we want to do.
Or you write about it.
I thought about doing that. You know, thank you for driving. You know, that'd be a good one. Mm-hmm. Thank you for being a self-entitled douchebag. I don't know. Thanks for rolling through our yard, you cunt. Something, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't really roll off the tongue. And number one on the bestseller list, thank you for rolling through our yard, you cunt. I don't know if that's gonna work.
It's funny, you taught me that word.
I taught you?
Yeah.
You didn't know that word before me?
No.
You had never heard that?
No.
You bullshitting.
I never heard that word.
Every other dirty word exists you done heard. You a dude. I'm sure you done heard dudes say dude stuff. You never heard
dudes didn't talk around me. I always around a bunch of cackling ass women. And then after I learned the word, I had to harken back to my youth. And I'm like, oh, fuck, they said that so much. But they would spell it out.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah, see?
So what, your aunts and stuff are spelling out C-U-N-T?
Yep, or C-unt. They're like, you know what? She that, C-unt all of us, saying little shit like that, and you can hear this collective pause, and then, oh! Mm-hmm. That's what I'm like, I don't think half of them knew, or a third of them. Sometimes 100% didn't know shit. But yeah, that's what the fuck I was around. Always around my aunts. you know, which didn't explain interest. Like, that's not an excuse. I was around his aunts and stuff. So was I. So the fuck was I?
You know, that's a stereotype. It's like, for boy child's always around women, he's gonna be soft. Or if a child's always around adults, they don't know how to be a child. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Really? A child's around a bunch of motherfuckers that want to be the kid anyway. All right, so I guess we talked enough. This is weird. Barely about the movie, but hey, it's listening time. You get to hear us do some shit. If y'all got requests for a different kind of segment or something, like, I don't know, because I don't know. I got stories and whatnot. Not real ones, just fake ones and stuff. Just shit that just jump into my head. I don't know. I might make a different announcement for this. Yeah, I'll do that. All right. So, we'll just get out of this for Sidra, Cedric, CR Reviews. Cold Pursuit 2019. Check it out. Awesome movie. Liam Neeson kills. That's all that's good. Great ending. And boy drives off in the snowplow. There we go. Roll credits.